was a noise from somewhere deep. We heard the sound, it was bittersweet. Voices calling out from an aching heart, getting so much closer by staying apart, singing a song of hope and love that healed. You heard when I heard, I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. The streets are empty, but the sky is clear. You want somebody and can't have them near, taking shelter where you can when the world is at stake. Alone together, trying hard not to break, singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard, I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. The song for the lonely, the tired and the weary. The song for the broken, the mighty. Can you hear me? Get beyond our pride and greed. Share everything that we need. We won't be ignored. We will be restored. Singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard, I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. 'Cause love is the word, and hope is the song.
Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town,
To feel-good stories and messages of hope.
a few jokes and live calling,
Highlighting local businesses.
discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From App Media Production Studio, it's
The Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, the New Order Cafe.
New Order.
Everything is new in here.
Everything is new. We worked so hard on Saturday to reset everything up.
I gotta tell you,
You guys were amazing. All I can say is thank you for everything that you did.
in here, there's so many TVs, you don't know what to do with them.
We may have left somebody upstairs. I'm not even so sure.
No, Soto was the last one to leave. He wouldn't know somebody said that. That computer that you ladies and gentlemen can see there on the silver screen that used to be Studio B is now the AMP TV network channel. And you're going to learn how to produce and how to put a channel together, like ABC.
That's going to be going in the back.
That's going in the back. I found a long enough Ethernet for it.
So I have to tell you, your communication is so clear.
Are you teasing my
that you were
communication?
sitting here on Saturday and you said, right, your communication is so clear. And you said, I said, what do you want the guys to do next? And you said, move everything in the back.
Yeah.
Move everything in the back is very clear. So,
She understood me.
So I went to you and I said, you need to explain to them what move everything in the back means.
She understood me.
So you tell them whatever you told them, and they go to lift that big bin. And there's Josh and military, and
You didn't empty it?
and guess what? They didn't know it was full.
You didn't take it up like that.
Oh no! I said you have to empty it first, and it was I did not know. So apparently your communication was not
That's not true.
so clear.
That's not true. I told Josh, and I might have told Danny, I know I told somebody else, you're going to empty it and look for wires that we were looking for.
Well, you didn't tell them to look for the wires. The wires already on
We
top.
found the 100 feet Ethernet cable from the top.
250 feet. Well, who's counting?
But they did an amazing job.
Amazing.
Hanging
The
pictures.
back is clear.
Katie did a great job spackling and hanging pictures and nailing
nailed
things.
to the wall.
So nice job,
Now
everybody.
you know you
Told my
need
dad about it.
you need to have
What?
you need to have a hammer drill to go through
Well,
cinder
there
block.
wasn't a drill available for me.
I was
Power
afraid
drill.
that you would hit this hard, like he wanted you to hit it hard.
I killed it.
It could kill your eye. You could lose an eye.
Well, I didn't die, so
But it's
thumbs up.
up for now. It's gonna
it's
come down
up.
any
But,
minute.
have some positivity.
Who's here?
I don't know.
Oh, you must be a new intern.
Oh, bring him in.
Did they knock on the door?
Oh, well.
You ring the doorbell.
Oh, I didn't even hear it. I'm thinking Alana, she's
the
like
only person
magical.
that heard-
You're the
I
only
heard the
person that heard it.
doorbell.
Come on
You
in.
heard the doorbell?
What's your name?
Have a seat. Your name is?
Nabil?
Oh, Nabil.
Nice to meet you. Welcome
How
to
are
the
you,
morning
Nabil?
show.
Welcome to the show. I tell you, you're going to be running into a show with you guys.
But they did an incredible job, and then I cleaned, and when I left here,
What is it with you?
get
I don't know where to
breakfast.
put it.
Have some breakfast, Freddie.
Just eat it.
I can't eat it. It's too.
Sweet.
Big?
No. It's too. It falls apart too easily. So.
Right, you
Ew.
take it with your fork and you eat pieces like a human being.
I know, but I got nowhere to rest it.
On your
Katie.
lap.
Okay, never mind. Listen,
Katie's on to
he'll figure it
round
out.
2 of her muffin.
Oh well,
Oh.
my other one's in the back. It's standby.
I have you as a reference. So shout out to Universal Studios. I applied to you guys. Oh yeah. Okay. I applied to you guys, Universal Studios. Come and find me.
I have bad news for you.
What?
They called me Saturday.
Did they really? Ah.
I said I don't know who that gentleman is. If I were you,
Ah.
stay away, stay away.
Well, I applied Sunday, so
Goes to show you.
got you.
Freddie's son, 7 years ago, was working with us, and he applied for a job, and he put me down as a reference. And he says to me, "Don't do it. Don't do it. He's going to leave." I said, "I have to. It's Gio."
And he left.
And he left.
Thank
he
you,
got the job. That was 7 years ago, but wow, what a nice job he did upgrading everything.
You shrunk my belt after that story to a little tiny belt.
But look what he did. I mean, amazing, right?
Yes, he came in here and he changed his things around. And he didn't know how to tell me that we lost the camera.
We didn't lose it. We just can't use it.
Well, we can't because it's... First of all, I never brought that black box in here, that splitter, to be used here. It was going to NN.
No, we bought it for here.
No, we did not, because I bought that camera, that black box, the splitter, to use at NN, because he bought a better one. He gave me that one. He sold me that one.
Oh.
And it wasn't cheap, let me
No,
tell you.
no.
It wasn't cheap, but I got a new idea. I need these cameras out there anyway.
What does that mean?
We're going to throw another SDI to the piano.
Oh, All right, you guys get on your roll. Hey, he's looking. Welcome to Freddie's Brain on a Monday morning.
SDI to the piano through the wall. SDI? You don't know what SDI? Have you learned nothing here? How do the cameras communicate to Studio A?
She does not know what an SDI is.
How does the cameras relate to Studio A?
See?
The black cable from the cameras to the board.
There's like 30
And
black
that big
cables.
box with those little buttons is the SDI.
It has the round.
SDI.
It has the round thing on the end.
SDI.
Oh.
No one knew what an SDI was apparently, Freddie.
You don't know what an
so-
SDI
I
is?
know what an STI is.
No, not an STI. That's a disease. You would know what that is.
That's an STD. Is all I can tell you.
I know HDMI.
Yes, which is very good. At least you're halfway home.
But we changed a lot of stuff. Then apparently we had a power outage on Saturday, so now we got to reset some computers.
Yeah.
Wait till you see Studio A. We now have double monitors.
Very fancy. I know
All
there's
right.
new artwork in there.
New
So to
artwork
stay
in
there. Don't move from there because it make me seasick. Now there's a few new things that we're going to be trying out next. We're going to break into clusters Monday through Sunday groupings. You know, like I take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we are going to be promoting.
You might be taking Saturday and Sunday.
That's okay. Right,
I
I did
don't think
this.
anyone else
Yeah,
wants to
shit.
take
No,
Saturday
they're
and Sunday.
days of the week.
Okay.
Not that you work on those days.
Oh, okay.
You have to load production. Now, this is a combination of Jeff Santos, and what we do in here, the program is not audio, it's television. So everything is going to have to be timed. Oh, I love this.
Nice.
With our earpieces? Like
Yeah,
our
you have to
CIA?
start at 9:30.
I have to tell you, that earpiecers on Friday made a huge
Mm-hmm.
difference on
I feel like a
production.
CIA agent.
It was. I have to get a
Who had
charger.
it?
We got movement.
I had
studio.
one. Mayor had one. And there was a third one, I think, on the floor somewhere. I don't remember who else had it. But
Kaylee.
Kaylee has.
unbelievable difference in production to be able to
I
talk
kept
and do a
chasing
countdown.
Mayor because I forgot he had one, and I would think he would walk away, and I think he didn't listen to me. And I would run into A. He says, "I got it. It's right here."
It was
Oh.
amazing. It made production so much better and cleaner, is all I can tell
Oh,
you.
we've only been saying that for I don't know how many weeks.
But I've never
How
run
many
it on
weeks?
production. A long time.
Mm.
So anyway, how was everyone's weekend? Happy Monday, everyone.
Happy Monday.
Good. Alana, I see it's Arts and Education Week,
It is.
which means I do hope you'll be doing a segment for us at some point this week.
What do
I
you
can.
do with the face?
I can.
The kids are back to school. The excuse was there was no children.
It's National Arts and Education Week, everybody.
And what does that mean?
It means that in 2010, Congress passed House Resolution 275 to make the second week of September National Arts and Education Week across the country. People are getting involved in the arts to help celebrate, advocate, and participate for them. So if you need an excuse, now more than ever, this week is the week to get involved with your local arts community, whether that is supporting a show, getting involved yourself, trying something new, dabbling. But yeah, that's what the week's all about, is getting involved with your community arts.
What are you going to be doing this week?
This past weekend, I made it out to the Delray Arts and Craft Festival that was going on outside. I do know that the way dates fell this year, that I have to check if it's on Friday or Saturday coming up, is National Dance Day. So I'll see what there is to do around town. I've been working on some different projects with my little princesses that I mentor. We're
How
working on
old
a
are the princesses?
project. They are now. One's in 5th grade.
Really?
One is in. Oh, I don't think she's in middle school yet. I think it's 5th and 4th. Might be 5th and 3rd.
So how old is that? 5th and 3rd.
10? 8 and 10?
Maybe older. Around there. I'd have to get back to you on that one.
Like 10, 11.
Maybe.
How many do you have?
I have 2.
How many are
I
involved in the
mentor.
program?
Throughout the state, several.
How many are involved locally?
it-
Boca.
It depends on the girls.
I like to bring them all in. You can't? You can't show them?
No, most of them are from other places. From
Really?
around the
But
state.
you were working on something at off hours with them putting some packages together for hospitals, right?
Yes, that was the project. It slowed down when school started back up. We were starting it before school kicked in, so I need to touch base with them this week.
So Arts and Education Week. I saw you
My
post
heart
that
art.
picture.
We were
which
calling it
is-
heart art. Yes, we've done the project. I've done the project before with some other little kids. I need to get back into it. It's not going to be finished this week, but it's what we're working on.
All right, so maybe let's put something together for that.
Slow down. Yeah.
I wanted to go to the Delray Craft Festival, but I could not get out of bed yesterday.
I have to say
Why?
it was very hot. I took my mom. We met my aunt. We were melting.
It was
And
hot.
it wasn't as big as it was last year. Last year
Really?
it went down 4th and it wrapped around the corner. This year it did not wrap around the corner. It was just a straight little strip. But the
Wow.
vendors were great. We picked up some spices. We found like a spice booth that is for like making dips and stuff of all different flavors. So that's what we got sucked into.
Why couldn't I get out of bed? Because we were here. I was here Saturday until 5. Then had a couple errands to run. Went out for a quick dinner, a beer and a burger, and Batch. It was like beer, burger, Batch. Batch. Anyone been to Batch yet? Okay, Batch is a gourmet cookie place. It's
They had a
originally-
beer there?
No, I went to Legends in Fat Village. There's a Batch, and they opened one right in Boca Center, right
so would this
across
be a
from the mall.
competitor to like Crumble? Is it
Probably
similar?
so. So the cookies are about this big and this big. And they've got Katie, red velvet, peanut butter, M&M, you name the sugar
Where did
and
you
the
have
cookie.
the beer?
I went to Legends and I got a beer and a black bean burger, and then we went to Batch.
A black bean burger.
I should have gotten a real burger, but I thought, oh,
That's
I was
not a
gonna
real
have
burger.
dessert.
That's one of
Anyway.
those.
Black bean burger.
It's a real burger.
Down at Legends. I was so
a
tired
plant.
Saturday. At 9:15, I was home, showered, and crawled into bed until 5 o'clock yesterday.
That's because you went for a beer.
Probably
wore,
so.
wore you out. Not
Totally.
because you ran
Not
around like
being
a crazy
here
person.
wore me out, but I got to tell you, it was nice to come in today and everything's clean and it's looking good. They did great.
A lot of work was done. A lot of stuff was
You
moving.
okay from yesterday? Saturday? You survived the
Yeah.
weekend?
I was hammering on Saturday, so bam.
You were good. She was up in the loft. I'm like, you got to come down.
She hammered concrete.
There's like this tiny
Muscles.
skim coat on it. You can get a little bit of a nail in.
I think I broke a few nails. Not
You-
nails,
you did.
but
I
like,
find them all-
I like
I-
curved them.
And then you put them back in the box. Because I went to use one and all the nails were.
Well,
thought
I didn't wanna throw it
was
away.
a slick moment.
I think the guys had it the worst. The 3 guys had to use muscles to go up and,
and I
down
patched
the ladders.
the holes in the wall.
You did a good job. Yeah, you guys. I don't know how you got some of that
Bam.
stuff up there.
You're
and
not hurting,
down.
right?
I was a little sore afterwards, but it was good.
Daniel does it every day, right?
I think you conquered your fear though of ladders.
No. He was holding up for
He
dear
was up
life.
and down the entire day.
That freaking extension cord weighs a ton. I couldn't get it to the last step. Then I
We
got
threw
caught
some up.
midstream. I'm like, okay, I got to get higher, and I couldn't get up. It kept falling off my shoulder.
We threw some up, and then it hit the wall though. I was like, "Psh," and
Not
it hit the wall.
Not the 250-foot wire.
no, it was like
You guys were amazing though. There was a lot of stuff to put up there on Saturday.
Yeah, but
And
now
take
we
down.
We had that whole loft.
Took all that art down. Oh my gosh. The
A lot
guy,
of pieces.
that guy Amy sent, he left Florida 20 years ago. He goes, now I know why. Why am I doing this in the middle of summer?
Oh, it was hot.
It was hot. That truck was hot. Unforgiving.
Amy
heat.
wanted you guys to load the truck. I said, do you want
They did load
sand?
the truck.
Yeah.
They loaded it.
No, they put it to the truck. Didn't he load it? Did
No,
the guy load
they
it?
all loaded it.
We
You-
loaded it. He just
Accommodated it?
He put like cardboard
Cardboard
in
between it.
between each paintings and all that.
But they loaded it.
How many pieces went out? 93, I heard. I think was the
Probably.
code.
Wow.
Probably.
That's a whole lot of.
specific.
It was
That's
a
a whole
lot.
lot of stuff,
Mhm.
right?
And then you moved somebody else when you left here.
No,
you didn't do
I didn't
it.
have to. I wish they told me because we could have went to the pinball museum, but
I thought you were going to the pinball museum.
no, because I thought I had to help my neighbor move his couch, but we didn't have to do that. So.
So you didn't go to the pinball museum?
No, we just went back to my house, or we went out to Publix. We got food, wine, and I cooked.
One in a box. You cooked?
I cooked.
What'd you make?
What do we make? Spaghetti and meatballs
Was it good?
and garlic bread.
But I made cookies.
Oh, then
Of course
she
you
made the
did.
cookies.
Those were amazing. Obviously.
I have to tell you,
Pillsbury.
I truly think.
you didn't make them.
No.
No,
Okay, okay, let's just be specific. Okay, but
She ate them. She
No.
didn't make them.
Yeah, but she didn't make them from scratch.
No.
okay, let's just hold on.
Did she make
There's a certain way.
It's her way.
It's my way. Well, it's my dad's way. Shout out. It's his birthday also. But
Is
Happy
it?
birthday,
Oh,
random dad.
Happy birthday.
but there's a way that not a way, but there's like a certain amount of time you put in the oven for. So when you take it out, it's like a little gooey, but then you let it sit and then it hardens.
Did you use a
There's no
regular
special
made
way.
cookie, or
How
did
do y'all
you,
make them?
or did you make it
No,
from
but-
scratch?
Not from scratch.
So, so
She
they're
took them
already
in the
made.
freezer.
Yes,
She puts
you just
them on
gotta
the
put them
tray.
in the
Who
tray.
puts it in the freezer?
What?
No, you put it in the fridge. Oh my gosh, you people. No.
Mayor, how was your weekend?
It was good. I finally caught up, or I'm not caught up, but I started watching Parks and Rec. I understand the hype. It's really funny.
There's the new one by this. I was telling you, it's called School. It's a new one made by the same producers of Parks and Rec. That is on. I forgot the name of it.
Is Parks and Rec made by the people who made The Office or different?
I think so.
I think it's the same
I
people.
think it's different people.
Different.
Yeah.
Different people?
The guy that made The Office, he made a good show called Superstore.
Oh.
That one you guys have to check out. It's like a Walmart
That's on
parody
Netflix?
kind of thing. It's on Hulu.
It used to be on regular TV.
Yeah, but
Back in
they
the
canceled
day.
it for whatever reason.
We went to Best Buy, and you know what Gio does in Best Buy? He puts AMP on all the TVs. How does he do that?
Wait, what do you mean? He puts.
He does something because he knows the program and he hits it, and the website with all our shows
Oh really?
plays.
That's
And
hilarious.
and then we ran out.
Military, how was your weekend?
It was fun. Saturday night I went to a bar crawl, and Sunday I went to the movies and saw Barbarian.
You crawled into a bar?
Bar crawl.
Bar crawl.
Bar crawl.
Ever
What's a
done
bar,
bar
crawl? No, what is that?
From New Girl.
When you hit a bunch of different bars.
Oh no, I don't
Crawl
do.
your way
Nah,
around.
Like from
I
New
go to
Girl
one.
when they do it on a bar crawl on
Or
Valentine's
you keep
Day.
going to bars until you're crawling.
There was actually a company you and I worked with, and it's a big bicycle like trolley,
Oh, I
and
remember
everyone
that.
gets on it and they pedal.
You pedal.
Oh yeah,
And you
I've
go
seen
to the bar
those.
crawls
Those look
pedaling.
fun.
Then you have to work for it.
I know. Then you
No,
have
That
to
was the
pedal.
point. You
wait
had
a
to work
minute, wait
for
a
it.
minute. It was a bar.
much work.
It wasn't. We didn't take us nowhere. We went around, and you drink and you pedal.
I don't know. I
They
don't know what I
take it,
did to my arm, but it's like right here.
I want to hear it. Why don't you go lift something else?
I don't even know what to tell you. So we should say hello to our new friend.
Hi,
Welcome.
What school?
Palm Beach State.
What year?
Technically my last.
Technically.
Technically,
Yeah, I was supposed to be done 2
But-
years ago.
Oh.
you remind me of another guy that I know that went there. And technically, he's still technically.
Ooh, I
He's
would
still
love to say his
technically.
name right now, but
So you're gonna graduate this year.
Technically.
You're gonna walk
Yeah, as soon as I do my interview.
December. Or do you need this to walk?
Yeah.
We've had that a few times. I
Oh,
don't think this
man.
one kid ever walked.
No,
he went MIA.
I'm gonna get him a wheelchair. He doesn't know how to
He's
walk.
like
Again, he messes up. I don't
three
know.
times.
I don't know.
He's,
Three
I don't know what
times-
he's doing.
I
it's
told
been
him forget
weeks
about
since
it.
we've seen him.
Yeah, months, yes, exactly.
Roasted.
What's your major?
Film.
What is a film major? What does
Study
film
film.
mean?
What do you
you
wanna-
watch film?
What do you want
make
to be
film?
when you grow up?
Producer.
You edit?
Yeah, I do some editing.
So you learn how to produce films?
Yeah.
Do you learn how to make films, but not edit them?
I edit them. I just
It
don't
doesn't
like
sound
it.
over, you don't
I
like it.
I can do basic edits. I can't do like all the fancy stuff.
You'll learn.
It's funny. We're watching
I have to
TV.
tell you, every single one of these crew in here, they're all spectacular at editing. So you will learn a lot.
We're watching TV and G goes, Evado, what is wrong with people? And I go to the movie, he says, Evado, and he's naming all the programs that they use. HBO, Evado. I said, what is wrong with you? Watching the Jet game.
Smart.
My son broke into 4 places to watch the Jet game. The 4th one stuck. No, I don't care. And I'm watching the Jet game. He says, Dad, do you realize you watch 10 minutes of football and 300 hours of commercials? Because it's turned into commercials, right? Evado, and some other program.
Wait till you see what's on this machine. It's a virtual studio. We could be anywhere, I think, around the world. You can
Like
do the
green
3
screen?
shot like they have on CNN, like you kind of do for Jeff. We can't figure out how to use it, but we found it. So maybe you guys can kind of play around with it.
Geo.
He
And he was
updated.
supposed to come in today, but we haven't seen him.
He updated the
Yeah.
program that we use, and it has 60 different things for you to learn to use. So, and this guy opens his mouth. This is what happened. I want to learn everything. He says he does, huh? So he comes in. He says, "Okay, now tell him to learn everything, because there's a whole bunch of stuff in there to learn." And I said to him, "I couldn't even load the cameras until
I
you
know.
came along.
That's still the same.
It
You just
didn't
got
work."
confused in all of the other stuff.
No, it didn't work.
So there's a new study out on aging.
Why? People getting younger?
Because they're finding that people who are aging are realizing that if they switch their perspective and they look at what they've learned as we age, then it's not a bad thing.
But who is it that calls you age? It's the other person, not
They
yourself.
say 71% people say that as they age, they have higher confidence, they have a higher sense of self, and a better relationship with family members.
That's because they're closer to the grave. They have to.
They say, in fact, more people who have outgrown their 20s say that they feel more fulfilled and satisfied with their lives today.
Because when
That
you're in your
means they're
20s,
30.
you're riding a brown coat. And but that doesn't change 20 to 30 much.
No, but
20
by
to
the time
40
you're our
does.
age, you change
Yeah,
your perspective.
I'm a fossil already. You're still younger than me.
Hello, change your perspective, though.
Hey, listen, I went to sleep last night and I says, man, I'm getting older.
We all are every day.
Positivity.
No, they were going to sleep at 8:30. I can't do that. 9 o'clock, I can't do that. What's the earliest you guys go to bed?
10:30.
Oh my God.
30 on an early night.
What's a late night?
12 o'clock.
Between 12 and 1.
3.
What time do you go
What?
to bed?
What?
I go to
Yeah.
sleep at 1.
Voluntarily.
Every night?
And I'm up by 6.
I've learned at the end of my day when I shower, I don't even sit on the couch because I will fall asleep right to bed by 10:30.
I can't
if
do
I
that.
can.
I said to Gio, it's 8:30. So we started messing around with computer and software and new programs. There's a new program that I got to talk to you about. And then it was
Know what that means? He wants to
9:30.
buy it.
I wanted to buy it. I said, let me talk to Don
He
tomorrow.
wants to talk to John about means he wants something.
It means he wants to buy
The
it.
problem is that these new programs require hands, eyes, and a brain. You guys want to learn
Got us
production?
all here.
That's
What?
why they're all here.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put you to the test. And I don't want to hear you gripe. I don't want to hear people say, I don't want to hear that, because if you really want it, he showed me some stuff yesterday. He had me watch a tape, and my eyes were like this at the end of 2.5 minutes. And I said, what the hell did I just witness? What they have going on in the outside world is freaking amazing. This is simple.
Totally. We've got shows tonight till 8 o'clock. If anyone wants to help us work the night shift. Night shift. It's not a song.
Who's tonight? Ugh. Back to back to back to back shows. Ugh. What are you doing at 6?
You've got the
Is she
lady
coming?
from Jamani Motorsport Cars. Yeah, she'll be here at 5:30.
No, not the smaller, the cancer lady.
Same lady.
Oh, yeah. She's coming?
Yes, she'll be here at 5:30.
I don't remember who the hell.
That's at 6. At 6:30, you've got.
What do we have? The birds over here?
We
They
got
won
Bird Talk.
yesterday.
You got Bird Talk at 11. We've got
Yep.
Sally at
Should've
3:30. I
lost.
had a phone call this morning.
It was very close. That ball was tipped. Should have lost.
We were up by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, you got out by a field goal.
Yeah.
Should have lost.
Well, we didn't.
And you know, a win is a win is a win.
Yeah.
I tell you, the Bucks.
Ugh. Can't stand them. But the Cowboys stink.
The Bucks over the Cowboys. You got to go with Tom Brady. He's
He's
even
never
willing
lost to the
He's
Cowboys.
sacrificing
He's just
everything.
that
22
good.
years.
I don't know. There's nothing else
I
to
don't
say.
know. You know what it is? He delivers a good football.
So if your spouse says to you, I am done unless you give up your career, and you don't give up your
That's
career.
toxic.
Yeah.
He
that
took
seems
2
very
weeks
Which,
off.
which way? Selfish which way?
On
Her way.
Her end.
On her
Yeah.
end.
Because he's the GOAT. If he was like a regular player, a stinker like me, and she said that, I got to quit. But he's the GOAT. He's the greatest at that position. You don't tell him what to do. He tells
But
you,
don't you think
chill.
there's got to be more to the story? I mean,
Yeah.
she's
I mean, there
Giselle.
probably is,
She
but-
is like
She's what? She's
the
a loudmouth.
epitome of a model.
No, she's a loudmouth.
So, this was a conversation at our dinner table last night because the football game was on as we were eating, and randomly Dorian went, "Yeah, I think he's going to be. I think he's splitting with Giselle." And my mom and I, there was no context before. It wasn't like he was talking about Tom Brady or anything. He just randomly said that. And we looked, my mom was like, who's Giselle? What are you talking about? And he goes, there is only one Giselle. She's like, I work with 3 of them. I don't know who you're talking about. He goes, no, there's only one Giselle.
Yeah, but Giselle, during the Super Bowl with the Patriots, criticized all the Patriot players.
But there's
And they
got
lost
to
to
be
the
more
Giants.
to the situation.
Of course there is.
Giselle
This
is a
is something that
loudmouth.
we're all gossiping
Stand
about,
it.
public celebrities. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
And you realize it's not money.
She probably only gets Tom 50 days out of the year.
That's right, but
And
she's
then
about to have.
football gets him the other 300 days.
And
Yes.
they have beautiful children. Like, it's a whole family.
But Tom Brady also got into modeling because of her. He did very well. He wants to end
They're both
with a
very
ring,
famous.
and I don't blame him. The other problem we have is that Giselle, the new coach of the Bucks, happened to be the Jets coach at one time. He's a different type of coach. He's not like the madman they had before. He told him take 2 weeks off. Don't tell the media anything's going on, and he did that. And he spent 2 weeks with the family, and now he came back. And I'm gonna tell you, he delivers a ball like I ain't never seen. If you watch the Jet game, this guy throws it at the barn and hits the stadium at the uprights. He puts the ball right here. I don't mean here. He puts it right here.
But why is this public information? Do you think any other player's marriage, unless
All
they're
of
caught
them.
on tape in an elevator
All
doing
of
things
them.
they shouldn't do,
All public
is
property.
being scrutinized
All
like
public
they are?
property.
But
All
it-
public
but
property.
it's, you can't tell me every other football relationship is the best marriage.
No, but that's not the point.
So why is Tom Brady and
Because he's the
Giselle?
GOAT.
Because it's Tom Brady.
It's Tom Brady. It's not Joe Namath.
Yeah, but
Joe
someone-
Namath is another
but
one that would
somebody
be the
must
GOAT.
have leaked this out.
Who cares? Who cares?
Why though? There's more to it.
Because he wants people to talk
Publicity.
about it at the dinner table. He wants people to talk about it in the morning show. Who cares? Brady, I can't stand him. Everywhere he goes, he wins. He happens to be the best.
Can you imagine being his kid?
It's a lot of
kids.
pressure.
Yes.
That's a lot of pressure, right?
LeBron James, did you hear the latest, is going to play with his son.
That's what he plans on doing.
Yeah.
How old is his son?
Entering
Their
college?
sophomore year in high school. I
Entering
think.
college next year, then 2 years.
2 years.
2 years. And he
Oh,
just
so he's got
signed an
some time.
extension for 2 years,
Yeah.
making more money than the whole team
Can you
combined.
imagine if any of these guys start their own league?
They buy into the league. They're not gonna challenge the league. They made their money through the league.
I think a lot of players came together and they've made a new league called the Big Three. It's
Basketball?
for Big Three. It's for basketball. It's for like retired players or celebrities. They come together and they go 3-on-3, half court, just 21 style,
That's
That'd be kinda
interesting.
cool.
and it's nationally televised.
See, that to me would be fun because it's not based on sponsorship. It's not based on who's making more money. It's just
It's based
to
on the
play.
fact that these players blew the money and they got nowhere to go.
why
That-
they're
that's
not getting
really
paid,
what's
are
going
they?
on. Of course
They're getting paid.
Of course they're
Yeah.
getting paid.
Who are they getting paid by?
Probably advertisements.
Okay, let me ask a question. How much money does an NFL game make per game?
Millions.
From how many
Multiple.
Per
millions.
game?
Per game?
per game?
I'm going to guess,
If I had to guess,
I mean, it probably depends on the
25.
team. Really depends on who
Well, that's true.
it is.
But let's take
Like, are we
high
talking
and
about like
low.
Dallas Cowboys, or are we talking about like a little no-name school here? Like,
Let's try Dallas Cowboys and the you can't
the
do the Jets
Dolphins?
because they're in the Metro. No, not the Dolphins. I tell you, the Dolphins are going to win the division this year. You got the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. That's not fair either because Cleveland has a big backing. I'm looking for a team that doesn't. Oh, the
Jets?
Carolina Panthers, which are warm weather fans. They only go when they win. But how much do you think a top team like the Cowboys make? Doesn't matter their record, and how much a bottom dweller makes per game. I was shocked.
Between 10 and 25 million?
50 million
50?
per game.
an NFL team
50.
earns about, on average, $7 million a game.
That's
And
2019 statistics.
and it says from ticket sales
that was
only.
from 2016 ticket sales.
That's right. That's all it changed.
just ticket sales.
How much?
7 million.
Per game.
That's 2016.
Yeah, just ticket
The
sales.
reason that they're not posting it anymore is because they used the information in negotiations when they drew in $9 billion. $9 billion.
And they're not for profit, right? The
They are the
NFL?
largest in the world. But isn't it amazing? Because you're talking about parking, and also they don't have a contract like Major League Baseball to spread the love. They have DirecTV and football. They put it on screens and bars and stuff. Very tight knit. And they make proceeds on everything. I'd like to own the NFL. Then I don't care how old I am.
If you're on the NFL?
Did you hear that they're selling? Who's getting sold? The Seattle Seahawks
The Broncos, I think they were being sold.
for 2.5 billion.
Sounds about right.
What is it about football that intrigues guys so much?
Gladiators. We're from the
I don't know, but he
Gladiators
watches
town.
2 screens at once.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I watched 3.
The Broncos are selling.
Ah.
The Denver Broncos have entered a sales agreement with the Walton Penner Family Ownership Group.
How much?
It's saying 4.65 billion.
4.65.
Billion with a B.
4.65.
what is it about sports, military, football, that captivates guys so much?
Everything about it, the rooting for your home team, the big plays.
Gladiator sport.
Yeah.
But you remember probably every game, and you will remember the play of a game that happened when you were whatever age, and you'll meet a guy at a bar and go, oh, remember the game? And they passed this one to that one. The details.
So what's wrong with that?
But people don't remember the details of regular life, but you remember a football play.
You remember the details of regular life?
No, I don't remember football plays either. I don't remember what I watched on TV last night. So
At least then we're pretty good.
it's the camaraderie,
Yeah.
the teamwork.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, I remember I was at my grandpa's house probably 10, 12 years ago. The only thing I remember from that little trip or vacation is the Eagles. Jason Avant caught a one-handed catch
See?
against the Buccaneers. That's all I know of.
But you remember where you were
Yeah.
and the play and
Yep.
who you were with.
Yep.
It should be a game. You remember Clue, like the professor and Colonel Mustard and Mrs. Peacock in the library with the
I played
candlestick.
that, but I don't remember 8
You
games.
could create a football game of where were you when the Eagles had the pass to this, or the Dolphins did this, or Tom Brady. I mean, no matter what team,
But Dawn-
this brings guys together.
Are you in
Dawn.
any fantasy leagues,
What?
Freddie?
No, they asked me to
It's
join.
an
I'm not good
amazing
enough.
concept. It's an.
I didn't
to
wanna
me,
I feel like
embarrass
we have the
myself.
same question for like girl things, I guess. I don't know what girl things are,
Well,
but
They
girl
go to the
things
bathroom
equivalent
and
football.
talk girl
I don't
stuff.
think there's an equivalent of what. And I know girls like sports, and I know because you're going to be interviewing this woman, hopefully next week or so,
hopefully, yeah.
and she played in the NFL.
And she looks like a
Right,
Lawrence
so
Taylor.
this is not to say that women don't like football, but as a whole, men remember plays and they come together,
Sorry,
and it's a
but
whole camaraderie
you
of.
can't take it out of context.
Even if there's 2 teams who are opposing, if you and Joshua are on separate teams, right, which you are, you watch the game, you each have your picks, and at the end of the game, you're friends.
Yeah, but neither one of us has a future Hall of Famer playing.
But point being,
No.
you can agree to disagree.
No. You want? No.
As women, we don't agree to disagree. Because at the end of it, if we're still disagreeing with that person,
Who's
we're
the
pretty
future Hall
annoyed
of
and we
Famer
walk
on the
away.
Eagles?
Well, I'm
Jason
talking about
Kelsey,
Miami.
Lane Johnson,
I don't think so. But we'll see.
our offensive lineman.
Who?
Nah, listen, if Klecko's not a Hall of Famer.
Your zone.
I've heard of Kelsey.
Now, do you know who Willie Mays is? Willie Mays?
The OxyClean guy.
Willie Mays. Willie Mays is the
It's
baseball
Billy
player.
Mays.
Willie Mays is the baseball player. Willie Mays,
That guy died, I think.
Yeah,
he did a bowling ball flying his head. Willie Mays was one. It's a true story out of a plane. It's true. A bag fell and killed him.
Plane. What do you mean?
He was on a plane, and you know those things that go over the compartment.
Yeah.
Something fell out of there, and hit him in the head, killed him. He put him in the coma and killed him.
He
It's
put
true
a
story, look
bowling
it up.
ball in
Whatever
his
it
luggage.
was, a bag, whatever it was.
Who packs a bowling ball?
He did. Willie Mays
Baseball.
was one of the greatest players of all time. So I was a kid, and in 72, 73, around there, I begged my parents to take me to Shea Stadium. They had to win the last game to get into the playoffs. They ended up losing to the Oakland A's in the World Series. But anyway, so Willie Mays was in left field, and my mother spent $200 for 5 tickets.
Wow.
My mother says, you better be good in school because this is breaking us. And we went in. The stadium sold out so much we had to sit in the stairs. They were just letting people pour in. My God, my parents, this gentleman
That was a
came
lot of
over.
money then for football.
It was a ton of money. My mother went up to the flat. You talk about nosebleeds. I could tell you there was more noses and bleeding up there where we were. It was looking down, but I got to see Willie Mays and this guy. Out of the goodness of his heart with his son, they got up, they sat on the stairs with us, and they let my parents sit. It was great, and my parents bought him a beer, and my father says, $5 for beer, $5 for beer. I got gringo at home. I was dying, but I got to see Willie Mays, man. I got to see Willie Mays play. You know, you can't take that away. You're never going to take that away from my memory. It's the best. It's just like when you saw your daughter or your son born. You remember those days?
Yeah, but that's my children. Sorry, they.
But this is-
These are human beings that grew within my body. Yes.
Well, these are moments that you remember. Now, you don't look sports. What's something that you like to see? Because you're always telling me about the Crown and the HBO thing and all that. You remember them.
Kind of, but not like men come together on sports. It's an amazing psychological concept and feat. I
You
think it
should
is.
get into the game. You'll understand why.
I think it's really interesting. I'm not
You don't
negating
like
it. I think
sports.
it's really cool the way guys will always come together.
You ladies
for
like
this.
sports? You watch football?
Now, if there were dance competition,
I was
right?
gonna say I do. I don't like NFL. I watch college. I prefer
Good college games this weekend.
Yeah, I prefer college game day specifically when it's my
Which
my
is
team.
yours?
How
So,
did
like,
FSU do this weekend?
we didn't play this weekend. We played the past 2 weekends. I
Gators
mean,
lost.
we're still
Yeah.
Gators lost. We took note of that.
Alabama almost lost, but they
Oh,
lost.
they were so close.
They
to
lost
losing.
their ranking.
Yeah,
They're
they
now
dropped
number
down.
two.
Didn't they win?
Number 2 in the
Hard-
country.
barely.
Because of how you went.
Georgia's probably
Barely.
number 1, right?
Georgia's number 1.
I didn't think they were gonna pull it out, and then of course
Sarah
they did.
came over to the house yesterday, all Georgia out with the Bulldog jersey, the paint, and the wall. Woo! And number 1. I gotta tell you, I don't think anybody's gonna beat that team. That team is stacked, and that team
Georgia?
is stacked every year. Their players are like a house. And you see these little guys next to them. I'm supposed to defend him? Oh, come on. Now.
If you look at their tight end, I think he's 6'7".
6'7".
He's a monster, and he's hurdling people, jumping over them, and still running full speed.
I mean, where do they get these kids?
They're genetically modified.
There was some interesting stuff. Did you see the LSU game? Guy walks on the field.
Oh yeah.
He's watching the game like this on the field, and nobody notices him. And then the cops chase him, and then they push his face into the ground because they don't want you to do this, so they make it look really dramatic.
That coach is something else, man. LSU coach.
He's crazy.
Oh my god, watching the FSU game, we were like, I could only imagine the memes coming out of this. He was so angry during halftime that when they were interviewing him, when they were down, he was like, because he's new to LSU, he was like, I don't think we could play any worse. Like, I don't think they could be worse of a team. Like, they're so bad. He was
Where did
just-
Miami play this year? I heard their coach, the
They
visitors
destroyed him.
coach, he was
So
in a
that's
shirt and tie and like.
Miami,
like Paterno.
Miami has a new coach, but it's someone who used to play for Miami when they were winning. So it's more of a feel-good story. I watched it the other day.
Yeah, but they demolished whoever they played. That
They're
wasn't even
Miami's
close.
good this year, and their coach
We
is
don't
really
know
nice.
that yet. They haven't played anybody.
They had 2 games.
Yes, they
They
have.
won both
Yeah, but
games.
they high school.
I
Come
mean-
on, that last team, I think it was like 78-0 they won.
That one. There's also a really good story though. If you look it up, they have a sports trainer who is hilarious, the University of Miami. And then because I watched like a special that was on him. When I watched the Miami game, I spot him in an instant on the sidelines. It's this guy with this big handlebar mustache. Looks
Really?
ridiculous on the field.
Rolly
But
fingers.
you'd have to like look him up of what his
Look up
name
Rolly
is. He has
Fingers.
this whole funny kind
His
of
mustache
positive
is.
attitude and relationship with the team members to getting them motivated. He's crazy. He's viral on TikTok and social
Very cool.
media, but I saw his big handlebar mustache on TV on the
Rolly
sidelines.
fingers.
I knew who he
Oakland
was.
A's relief pitcher used to wear them like this.
Like
He made it
wax,
big. Yeah.
twisted up.
Now, biggest upset of the weekend for college football. Who was it? That's Rolly Fingers. That's a Hall of Famer right there.
Astros.
Athletics, Oakland A's.
Ah.
Now, what was the biggest upset of the year this weekend? Come on, you gotta know this. Notre Dame lost to
Oh, no. No, Notre Dame sucks. That's not the biggest upset.
number 8 in the country.
No. Appalachian State beat number 6 Texas A&M.
Wow.
That's another.
That
I didn't
was a
know
good
that.
one.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that. But number 8, Notre Dame at home opener at home loses to Marshall. Remember the movie I was telling you about? We Are Marshall. They beat them. They shut the town down when they beat
Well, there's
Notre Dame.
certain teams that are blessed by angels, and Marshall is going to be one of them.
I'm gonna tell you. You know, Marshall plays FAU.
That'll
Wow.
be interesting.
Now, how anybody knows how FAU did?
Nope.
They got rid of their coach.
Anyone
so
go to
it doesn't
FAU?
really matter anymore.
Why did they do
They
that?
got rid of Lane
How'd they
Kiffin.
do, my art?
Why? Oh, he left.
He's at Ole Miss right now.
No.
You don't know.
Anybody knows how FAU did? You go there, you don't know how the football team did?
Haven't gone to a single game.
Wow.
Jeremiah's is at FAU though. We've had a big week of sweets, by the way. We've got chocolate coming in on Wednesday, slushy day on Friday.
Yes.
I gotta take my medication.
We've got an astrologer coming in today, so a lot of cool stuff happening.
What's
Astrologer.
Is this like our numerologist?
This is an astrologer. She was on Tracy's show on Connections with Tracy on Tuesday night. Helen Archer, so she'll be in on our midday show today.
Wow, FAU lost to Ohio State last week, 41-38. They almost beat them. And this week they won against Southeast Louisiana, 42-9.
Go Owls.
Next week they play UCF.
I'm going to that game,
Yeah,
and it
me
will
too.
be my first FAU game I'll be going
UCF?
Me too.
to. FAU versus UCF.
We
I'll be
gotta
there.
get
Is it home or away?
Here.
home.
It's home.
We gotta get tickets, and we gotta call Haley.
They're a little
in.
pricey, just letting you know.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
It's this weekend coming up.
Yeah,
Yeah, this weekend.
and we gotta get Haley on the phone.
This Saturday.
Haley
We got
goes
to
to
get Haley
UCF.
back in. All right, we got to wrap this up because Bird Talk is coming to you at 11 o'clock.
Maybe
Why not?
we gotta go see if that works.
Let's go set it up. All right, have a great morning, everyone.
Cancel.
We'll see you at Bird Talk in a little bit, and then midday show, astrology. It is a full moon. I'll tell you what I did over the weekend. We'll see you in a little bit.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the morning show. As I go now to fill my mug, which is completely empty, I'm coffee out.
Your cup runneth over.
No,
Have
company dry.
a great morning, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Tune in for all of our other morning shows coming from Ant Media Productions, and then our afternoon show at 12 o'clock.
And always join us for more fun and laughs, because your day starts when you smile.
Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.